Hey guys, welcome to Chaplain Chat. This is my mother. This is me. I'm Wesley. I'm her son. And we had the idea to do a ranking, a tier list of all of the big stories in the Bible, which I thought was a pretty cool idea. So we have a couple to look for. We're going to do a huge series on this, and we're only going to get through like 5 for now. Tonight, and then we'll keep them coming after that. We're gonna make a tier list, and we're gonna have all the pictures and everything. We're gonna come back to it over time and all that jazz. But for now, we're just gonna do the first 5, just to open it.
Yeah. So Wesley had this great idea because the last video we did together was really fun. So we thought, what can we do? He came up with his tier list thing, which I've never heard of, but it's kind of like ranking. Okay, stories in the Bible. You said big stories, but they're all big. I mean, that's why we're doing a tier list, right? Because some are big, some are small.
That's true.
So the first one you wanted to do was Lucifer falling from heaven.
Yeah, because he was the angel of music, which I thought was really interesting when I first heard that, because I feel like music is the most powerful thing, and so it kind of makes sense that the person with the most influence on all of the other beings in heaven would be the one that decides that he's better than God. What is the actual story?
Well, there's different passages. There's one in Isaiah 14:12-15 that says, "How you have fallen from heaven, O star of the morning, son of the dawn. You have been cut down to the earth, you who have weakened the nations."
Star? I'm talking about like the actual story, like what went down with Lucifer, not just like an allusion or a reference to it.
It's not told in one linear narrative, but is instead inferred from a few key passages describing the prideful fall of a high-ranking angelic being. So you go to Isaiah, you go to Ezekiel, and then Revelation, but that's New Testament, so it's like, yes, he was what people have found out from reading all of the scriptures together is that he was a beautiful being, created being. So this even brings in, like, where does evil come from? Because I always tell people evil cannot be in heaven. So people have a problem with evil on the earth, right? Well, wait till you get to heaven. God doesn't allow evil there. Because when evil reared its ugly face in heaven, it got cast down. So evil is really just the absence of good.
Well, does that mean that evil can exist in heaven? Because it would have to have been there for him to notice it first.
Well, evil is not a thing. It's an absence of good. So if you turn your heart and you decide, because it talks about rebellion in here. So rebellion is a sin. It's like the sin of witchcraft, it says, but rebellion is a sin. So he literally rebelled against God, and it was pride. It was rebellion and pride. So pride, hey, why is he number one? I can be number one, and it rose up in pride. So evil comes in the form of those two things. That's evil. Evil's not like an entity or a thing that you just throw a dart out.
I don't feel like rebellion is inherently a bad thing, though. Like,
rebellion is a sin in the Bible.
But what if you're rebelling against something that's bad? Isn't that the only way to get rid of it?
If you're rebelling, okay, yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. So
well, if there were Nazis,
yeah,
and I rebelled against the Nazis, isn't that a good thing?
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But if you're rebelling against the good,
okay,
then you're turning yourself evil. Because evil is really an absence of God. So if you're turning away from God, you're becoming evil. You're opening the door to evil. Okay, so Lucifer. So the story, how would you rank it? I would rank it as...
Oh, how would I rank this? So this is where we decide, how are we doing our rankings? Are we doing it based off of the content of the story? Like, for an example, Noah's Ark, like him bringing all the animals out and then everybody dies. How would you rank that? Because everybody on Earth died.
But
Okay,
now we're on to Noah's Ark. But
just as an example, we don't have to get into that.
But they all had the opportunity to get on the boat. They didn't believe it. They were evil. They were evil. Basically, if you look in that, they were evil. That's why God had to wipe everything out, because they were evil.
Well, because Lucifer falling from heaven, like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I feel like that's a bad thing, because he was a beautiful angel and now he's the devil. You know? But it's a really interesting story. So are we doing it based off of the interest of the story, based off of the moral, based off of what actually happened in the content of it, or are we doing a combination of all of it?
To me, it's the effect of the story. So I would rank.
Effect.
Yeah, I would rank this as like
A or S, A tier.
As far as effect of for humanity, this is crucial. Because what happened was God sent him to the earth. So this is key, because this is why everybody's mad, because why is there evil on the earth? Why do bad things happen? Why do bad things happen to good people? Because when God kicked evil out of heaven, he sent Lucifer to the earth. So now he has dominion over the earth.
What about hell?
This is part of my evil video that I want to do.
I thought he sent him to hell, and then he made hell for him.
He sent him down to earth.
Okay, where'd hell come from?
Now he has dominion over earth. He has like rights. That's why evil can exist here.
No, I'm understanding what you're saying. I'm asking a different question.
Well, that's a big.
Where does hell come from if he went to earth?
God did not create hell for people.
No, but did he make it for him?
He created it for him, but he also took a third of the angels with him.
Yeah, I know that.
So they are now his demons on the earth roaming around doing stuff. So that's for them.
But if he sent him to earth first, then how did he get to hell? God, rewrite your book or something, because it's really confusing. I think a lot more people would follow you if you made it simpler. If it was easier to understand, you'd probably have like everybody on your side at this point, I think.
Hell was created as a future place of punishment for Lucifer and his angels.
Okay, so when did they get there? Was he just like, hey,
he goes back and forth.
It was like,
he goes back and forth.
I was going to put some people on this planet, but you can have it for now.
Let
me make this little place. I'll call it like hell, and I'll throw you in there in like a year.
It's not a.
Is that what? Like
no. I'm lost. What were we saying?
I'm just saying, like, when did they get? If he sent him to Earth, why would he send him to Earth? Why wouldn't he just like send them to the void first and then make hell? Because isn't Earth like the planet that he wants all of his creations to live on?
But that was before man was here.
And why would he make man? Why wouldn't he just let all of us live up in heaven?
That's where we're going.
Well, why wouldn't he just let us all live up there anyways? And just like never make Earth and just have us all be in heaven.
As angels?
Yeah. Why not? Oh, because free will. Because he wants somebody to love him without being forced to.
Yeah, he has to have free will. I was just watching a video the other day of this girl asking a theologian this. Good cannot exist without the possibility of evil. So God only made evil possible. He didn't create evil. And people will say this to me sometimes. It's such a cruel God. He creates good and evil, and then he just lets you decide where to go. No, that's not how it happened. God did not create hell for us. It's the enemy, because he is so mad at what happened to him that he can never be redeemed. That's a whole nother thing. He is so mad at that he wants to pull as many people down there as he can. But God did not create hell for people.
People make it sound like it's so easy to go to hell. Like, if you don't do everything right, you're automatically going to hell. In my mind, if you had no idea who God was and you die, he would show you and then let you pick. Isn't that the point?
I believe that happens. If somebody...
I think if you die, he's just like, where you want to go? You want to go to the fire pit or you want to go to chill land? You know, and I'm like, I want to go to chill land.
And I
want to be bumping
I think
with
that
you.
happens a lot. I think that happens a lot. I have a specific prayer that I pray for people when I know that we don't know where they're going, or they don't know where they're going, or their loved ones don't know. I pray a specific prayer, because then I'm praying that God will give them that choice in that moment right before eternity.
Yes, that is fair.
And he does that.
People make it sound, not people, and not the religion, because the people, the religion, and the church are separate. The church makes it sound like you are damned from birth. And you have to do something about it, or else God's just going to let you go to hell. That's not what God would do. If God is love, he's not just going to let you fall to hell. I feel like he shows you, like, hey, I'm real, by the way. You want to go up or you want to go down? And I'm like, up.
But you have to choose him. And some people are like, well, I don't want to choose him. I shouldn't have to choose him.
Nobody would do that, though.
Yeah, they do all the
If
time.
they die and then God is like, I'm real, up or down, nobody's saying down. They're going to be like, oh my gosh.
Most people,
real?
yes.
Yeah, please. I want to go up.
Right.
And I feel like if God was any amount of just, he would give you that decision after you die.
He does. He does.
They don't make it sound like that.
He does that all the time.
No, they make it sound judgment. Judgment means somebody else decides for you.
No.
Yes, that's the
Where
definition.
Did you hear that?
And judged by God. Everybody says that.
When
you die, you're judged by God.
We are going to be judged by God.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Judging means he's making the decision for you based off of what you've already done.
No. That's not what the judgment is. Are we going to be on to that now? Because that's not one of the stories.
All right, I'm sorry.
But we can talk about that.
I'm getting real off track. I'm sorry.
We can talk about that. But yeah, so we're supposed to be ranking.
Oh, we haven't even done a single rank. Okay, where do you rank Lucifer Fallen?
But you're right. How do we rank it? The effect?
Yeah.
For humanity,
I think,
is how I would rank it.
I think if we just put it all into one thing, you know, we have to kind of delegate.
I would rank that as pivotal for humanity.
I think it has to be a culmination of all of those things. It has to be the effect, the content of the story, like how cool is the story. You know, it has to be everything all in one.
Well,
It can't just be like one category.
The thing about Lucifer is that he cannot be redeemed. Anyone who is a human being can be redeemed. Before you die, you can be redeemed. That's why everyone is trying to get the word out and preaching and teaching.
But does that mean you can't be redeemed after death?
That's exactly right. Let me explain. There is a moment before, when you're dying, this is what I believe, before you go either place. There has been people that have been snatched out of the flames. That's one of my favorite
but even
scriptures.
Yes, but that scripture also is saying that you don't choose.
No, you do choose.
No, because if you're being snatched out of the flames, you don't want to go into the flames, boy. I don't want to be in those flames.
But you didn't choose Christ.
Before you died. Now
Right.
that he's real, you can't choose anymore, is what you're saying to me.
In that moment before eternity happens, before you go where you're going, Christ can appear to you and offer his hand, and he does that.
I'm asking a simple question. Can you choose after you die?
No.
Okay.
But there's a moment.
Why not?
There's a moment that you're hanging in the balance of eternity. You can in that moment. Yes. You can in that moment.
I'm not.
I mean, the resurrection. There were eyewitnesses. No, there were eyewitnesses.
Oh, to him rising?
Yes.
Yes.
That proves what you're saying. That proves that he's real.
That proves that Jesus
was real. What other proof
real.
do you need? And he's part of the Trinity.
Okay. There's no way to prove that the Trinity is real.
Mm-hmm.
And there were eyewitnesses to everything that happened.
There were eyewitnesses to
You can't know if the Trinity is real. It's impossible.
Wesley, there were eyewitnesses to the fact that he was in a resurrected body.
I am saying you have never touched, not Jesus, God. Nobody has ever seen God, touched God, or the Holy Spirit.
People have seen God.
Nope.
Adam and Eve saw him in the
Nope.
garden.
No,
God
but they saw him
walked
and they
with
talked to him.
Adam and Eve
I'm
in the
saying
garden.
you.
You just said no one saw God.
I'm saying you.
Me.
I'm saying you cannot see, feel, touch.
I don't need to see him. He speaks to me.
Mom, my point, can you prove
Jesus is
that
part of the
real?
Godhead.
No, I'm saying Jesus can say he's part of a Godhood, but you can't prove.
Next one, Adam and Eve.
Okay.
Garden of Eden was heaven on earth. Okay? God would walk with them in the mornings, blah, blah, blah. But they could eat of every fruit and do everything in the garden that they wanted except for that one tree, the knowledge of good and evil. So what do we want to say about it? So the story is the fall. That's the story we're doing?
We just did
the fall of man.
Oh, the fall of man. Yeah.
Okay. So these are two pivotal. I would put that with the same level as the Lucifer story.
Well, the cool thing about Adam and Eve is it's like the first story, because there's how he created the heavens and the earth, and there's the 7 days, and then it's straight on to Adam and Eve, So it's very important to like the Christian culture, and like whenever you teach somebody about the Bible, it's like the first thing you tell them is Adam and Eve. Because they're like the first humans. How they like didn't wear clothes. There's like every animal, all the fruits, and then the serpent that is Lucifer, I guess. But why is the knowledge of good and evil bad?
Because now you're accountable for all of those things.
I don't think the knowledge of something makes you responsible for it. Or well.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, you're kind of right, because they're the only people.
It makes you responsible for it.
That's true. Yeah, that's actually a good way to put it.
Before that, when they're in the garden, they didn't have that knowledge.
Yeah.
Everything was good. So I think they didn't have the knowledge of evil, because there was no evil in the garden.
So they still had knowledge of good.
Yeah, I think so, because everything in the garden was good.
Yeah, I think they had all of the knowledge of everything that was already there.
Like, they were naked. They didn't know they were naked. Like, there was no evil. There was no bad. You need the contrast. So, obviously, there was good. It was heaven on earth, the Garden of Eden.
Well, to me, the knowledge of good and evil sounds like all knowledge.
What they should have done when the serpent came to them is rebuke the serpent, tell him to leave, and tell him, no, we're not going to.
All God told them was, don't eat this. But he didn't tell them why. Is that him just on like kind of like a power trip? Like...
No, God doesn't operate that way.
Well, I'm just saying, that's what it sounds like.
He didn't want them to have to deal with evil. But the serpent came in and deceived them.
That's fair.
The serpent deceived them and made it sound like God was hiding something from them. God doesn't want you to eat this fruit because he knows that if you eat it, you're going to be like him. That's what the serpent told them. He lied to them. He deceived them. He manipulated them.
Okay.
So they ate it, and then they had the knowledge of evil now.
No, I follow.
And they got kicked out of the garden.
I was just saying...
Now they're going to have to toil for their food. They're going to have to do all these things. They're going to have pain in childbirth, blah, 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 blah. Which they didn't have any of that before.
Okay, but what happened to the garden?
It's still there.
Where?
It's hidden. It's there.
That doesn't sound real.
It is. It's hidden. No one's going to find it.
That does not sound real at all.
It's there.
If
it's
there,
in the Middle East.
It's
in the Middle East.
Can't be a real place.
It's a real place.
No, it can't be a physical place.
It's a physical place.
No, I'm saying it can't because we've never seen it.
It's hidden. No, God's hiding.
No, I'm saying that's magic.
It's not magic. It's spiritual. God can do anything he wants.
No, I'm saying we have satellites. We've scoured the earth. Is what I'm saying.
That's one of the mysteries, isn't it?
So it would have to be magic.
No.
Okay. You're saying contradictory things kind of right now.
Well, listen to this. How does the Iron Dome work in Israel? It's kind of like that. He can do that. He can put an iron dome over something. He can make it invisible.
Well, isn't the Iron Dome is not a physical dome. It's
right.
It's but that's different because that's a series of missile tracking artillery guns.
But you can look up newspaper articles where the enemy will say their God literally stops missiles. He will stop missiles.
I'm pretty sure it's the
And-
guns that they have
No,
that shoot the missiles.
it's God too.
I also think it's the artillery guns that they have.
Okay, what I'm saying is that God can make it invisible. He can make it to where you can't see it. You can't find it.
Yeah, that's magic.
It's not magic.
That's exactly what that is.
No, magic.
Tell me.
Magic is
tell
not
me,
magic is not a godly thing.
Let me lay this out for you.
It's spiritual.
No, that's wrong too.
Okay, no. It's supernatural.
Okay.
It's supernatural. That's what it is.
Every animal, plant, and the birthplace of humans, and it's invisible. That's magic.
It's amazing. God is amazing. He's supernatural.
Magic.
You know that show I watch? It's Supernatural.
You watch Supernatural?
It's supernatural.
Oh, you watch It's Supernatural, the Christian broadcast.
Because all the stories on there that you hear, they're out of this world. They're mind-blowing, mind-boggling. That's what God does. So I would put that story, the Adam and Eve, that's the fall of man. So we're talking about the introduction of evil into the world and the fall of man. So those two, I don't know if I would even rank.
Did we even rank Lucifer's fall?
Yeah, but I don't know where we're putting. Yeah, it's like, I mean, I don't know if you can really rank that.
We have to.
It's the beginning of evil on the earth.
Yeah, so it's very
how
hard to
evil
rank.
God
So let's discuss
introduced to the earth.
Let's discuss how we're going to rank this, okay? Because on one hand, he was a beautiful composer and a great thing, and it's a very, even though bad things happen in the story, it's an important story to tell. On the other hand, it's Satan. So if we want to rank it, we have to come up with our reason. If your reason is the effect, F tier. F tier. Easy.
That's the worst.
Easy worst.
Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah, I would put it at the top of the worst, so that's
yes,
that's F tier.
That would be the first one in F tier, is how that would work.
So I'm thinking the fall of man is F tier also.
Fall of man is also F.
Because now we're all cursed. Okay, here we go. We are all freaking cursed because of what Adam and Eve did. That's big.
Yeah.
It's big. And the only way that we stop being cursed is salvation. We are not under the curse now when we are saved and we have God in our lives. We are redeemed from the curse of the law. So we're redeemed from the curse that Adam and Eve put us under.
So
how cool is that? How amazing is that?
That's awesome.
Right?
F tier though, right?
I think so.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because all of humanity is cursed now.
There is a floor on this thing. We got 2 Fs.
2 Fs. Here's Austin.
Okay.
Are you going to be in our video? No.
Huh? We're ranking Bible stories. We got
stories.
2 Fs, okay?
Incredible.
We got 2 Fs.
You want to come rank something?
I have to pack. I'm packing.
Oh, that's
you gotta
right.
pack for tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
That's true. That's true.
You can't catch him. That's what I was telling you. He's always busy. I know he can't. So, I had something really cool I was going to say, but I can't remember what it was now.
I'm sorry about that.
So, yeah, F tier. We're good. All right, moving on to the next one.
Now, it's good to know that there's a floor on this thing. You know, there's a floor. Now, what's a better story? What's a good one? Because there's a lot. We could do Noah, we could do Elijah.
These are heavy, like, start of the world.
Yeah, this is like Armageddon type stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
A good one. Okay, a good one. I mean, because...
And an easy one.
Sequentially would be Cain and Abel, but that's another bad one.
Yeah, so Cain and Abel...
It's not all of humanity,
I do want to talk about that. Let's do Cain and Abel next.
There we go.
For now,
okay.
Let's do...
Oh, not this time, not now?
No, I'll say we're going to do it as the next one.
Okay, so you want something that's good.
We'll do a good one, and then we'll do Cain and Abel.
So
and then we'll do a really good one.
A good one would be like a miracle that God did
to
like help
Elijah?
somebody, like a healing or something.
The blind man or the prostitute girl.
We could do the healing of the blind man, yeah.
Healing of the blind man. That's pretty good. And then we can be like, Cain
Which
and
one?
Abel,
Because
first murder.
There's like more than one healing of the blind man, I think.
Okay, well, let's do a really good one then.
The
Elijah. What about Elijah getting swept up by the chariots of fire?
Well, that's one of my favorites.
Let's do that one then, because that's a really good one. And then I can talk about Cain and Abel, and then we can do a really, really good one after that.
Okay.
And we'll be like, what's a really, really good
Well,
one?
Elijah is one of the major prophets, so there's a lot of good stories
He's
of
going to
Elijah.
have a lot of stories. Moses
Yeah.
saw all the disciples in them. They're going to have multiple stories, which is
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, we
which
may
is
have
fine.
to go back and forth, ping back and forth.
We
Okay.
will. So let's just do the chariots of fire with Elijah.
So
He never sinned, right? That was his thing. Is he never
I wouldn't-
sinned?
No, only Jesus never sinned.
But wasn't that, why did he get swept up? Because he never sinned.
He was
is
a
what I
very
thought.
powerful man of God.
How it was told to me is that he never sinned.
Who told you that?
I don't know.
Only Jesus Christ never sinned.
Okay.
According to 2 Kings 2:11 through 12, the prophet Elijah did not die, but was taken up to heaven alive in a whirlwind. Now, how cool is this? Accompanied by a chariot and horses of
Yeah,
fire.
it was chariots
So
of fire.
the only, Jesus ascended to heaven, Jesus, after he resurrected, he ascended to heaven.
We'll rank that one at some point.
So Elijah kind of ascended to heaven. He didn't die. He just got sucked up.
Well, he did. That's why I thought he never sinned, because I was like, he lived in the image of God.
He was exceptionally powerful because of his unwavering, obedient faith in God and his fervent, persistent prayer life, which allowed him to act as a direct vessel for divine power, such as controlling weather, raising the dead, calling down fire. He called down fire from heaven.
Okay, that...
He called down fire from heaven.
No, that's not what I'm worried about. Raising the dead?
That's a miracle that God can do.
No, that is necromancy.
No, it's a miracle that God can do.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what that means.
Necromancy. Mancy as in having a magical power of. Necro
No.
meaning dead.
Wesley, God raises people from the dead. Lazarus, that's in our list. He can raise people from the dead. And not only does he do it in Bible times, but he has done it today. I've read stories of
So
it.
it's okay if God does it, but if a witch makes a zombie, that is a crime against God's creations.
Pretty much.
That makes no sense.
Well, because God's raising the person from the dead to be who they are, not a zombie.
I guess not as
He's not going to change you
well,
into a
but they
zombie.
only say it's a zombie because it's a witch.
Well, what the heck are we talking about? This has really gone off the rails.
No, keep that in. I liked that. That was funny.
God, that's why, our last video where I said, I truly believe in everything God has to offer. That means all the stories that we've read about in the Bible, but he's also does it in modern times. He has raised people from the dead in modern times. He can do that. He's done it.
I feel like I would have heard about that.
I have. There's books. I read my dad's whole library, and I learned about it when I was young.
You know, when I was a kid, my dad took me into an Orthodox monastery, and we met this guy, and he told us about this priest who was so godly in his ways that he could, wait for it, teleport, move from one location to another without moving, teleport, into a moving plane. This is not a real story. You see how crazy that sounds when you try and tell that to somebody else?
Well,
I teleported into a plane because God let me.
Wesley, there's teleporting. Okay.
Can people teleport?
There's teleporting in the Bible. Did you know that?
Which one was that? Who was the famous teleporter in the Bible? Who was the guy that, I'm here. Do you understand how absolutely insane that sounds?
That's why you have to understand that God is supernatural. His ways are higher than our ways. We have a finite mind. He is supernatural. That's what I believe in, and now you want to laugh. These are real stories.
Listen, he was never on the plane when it took off. And then as soon
You
as
wanna
this guy
see-
has a
you
heart
wanna see
attack, he's on the plane.
You want to see teleportation in the Bible? The primary example of teleportation or miraculous instantaneous transportation in the Bible is Philip the evangelist in Acts 8:39 through 40, who was caught away by the Spirit of the Lord after baptizing an Ethiopian eunuch and appeared in Azotus. After Philip baptized the Ethiopian eunuch, the Holy Spirit snatched him away, and the eunuch saw him no more. Philip was then found at another place, Azotus. Continuing
All right,
his
we are
ministry.
ranking that story right now.
That's a story you didn't know.
Negative F tier.
You didn't know that
because
was-
that's not true.
It's true. It's so true.
No.
It's
No.
true.
No.
We're talking about Philip.
We're talking about teleportation.
Yes,
I
it's
don't,
in the
I
Bible.
don't care what his
You-
name is. He's teleporting.
You didn't know it was in the Bible, did you?
That's a wizard.
No, it's God.
No, it's God giving powers to a random guy. That's called a warlock.
No, it's
Whenever
not
you get
powers.
your powers
No,
from
no,
a
no,
celestial
no.
being and your contract
No,
with that
no.
celestial being to be
Okay.
a vessel for their holy
Wesley.
power, that's a warlock.
No. When we're talking about the Bible, a man doesn't have the power to teleport whenever he wants. God does it when he wants it to
Okay,
happen.
tell that to Philip. Because...
No, oh my God. Okay. Tell it to
Tell that
Philip.
to Philip.
Well, Philip's in
Tell
heaven.
it to Philip. No,
so-
tell it to that guy. Because I can't believe that you're like totally on board with this story. That I was told as an 8-year-old boy
Did
that
I
this
not?
random guy teleported into a plane. You believe that? I don't believe that.
I don't know about that. I know that there's teleporting in the Bible, and this is what I'm showing you right now.
I don't know if I believe it either. Like, it's just...
I don't know. I
insane.
do think that God can do that, that some people that happens to,
All
yes.
I remember is there was a guy with a man bun sitting in front of me, and he told me this story, and I said, "You mean teleporting?" And he goes, "Mm-hmm."
And this is because your dad is now an Orthodox priest.
And then my dad... Isn't that wonderful?
This is because...
Isn't that the
You're-
beautiful, awesome
Tell
power
them
of God?
your dad is an
You're
Orthodox...
lying to me.
Your dad is an Orthodox priest.
He's an
right?
Orthodox priest who lives in Georgia.
When I knew him, he was
No,
not an
he would
Orthodox
shave every
priest.
day.
Yeah, he was not
and
Orthodox.
he worked at an insurance.
You don't have to go into all that detail.
Yeah, and my social security number.
I mean, you want blood? Like,
Last
are
one, my
you're giving our
social,
fingerprints
my credit
now?
card,
Oh my
my
God.
fingerprints, my blood. I actually don't know what my blood type is.
Yeah, they don't put that on your birth certificate, so I don't really
Well,
know
don't they
either.
take blood like right after a baby? Like right after you get shot out?
No.
They're just like, hold on.
If they
You can
did,
have
I don't
them
know
now.
what it is.
I'm pretty sure I'm like universal donor, right?
I have no idea. I only know my blood
I'm
type.
gonna tell people that because that's it's pretty cool.
I'm O positive. That's a universal.
I thought O negative was
O
universal.
yeah, negative is universal. O positive is.
Oh,
semi-
universal receiver.
Yeah.
Universal receiver.
Philip teleported.
Philip teleported after baptizing gone wrong? 3 a.m.?
How teleportation in the Bible works.
Nope,
We noticed
it
that
doesn't.
Philip was
It
caught
doesn't.
away.
I want to be over there now. I gotta use my legs, boy.
That's not. See, the problem I have with the story you're saying is that the man can teleport on. You know,
it's because like
whenever
this,
he wants to.
it wasn't
That's
whenever he
not
wanted
right.
to.
How?
There was a tragedy. Like
Okay,
the plane started
okay.
going down.
Okay.
And then he
In that
teleports on
case-
there,
in
and
that
he
case-
just starts praying, and then now the plane is okay.
In that case, I believe that this is very possible that happened. Yes, I do.
No,
We're talking about God and the supernatural.
no, we're not.
Do you
we're
believe-
talking about
All right.
some guy teleporting into a plane,
All right, we started with Elijah going
and
straight
he
to
teleported.
heaven.
He teleported up to heaven.
Going straight to heaven. You believe that? But you don't believe Philip teleported. You believe that Elijah went straight to heaven, didn't die?
I'm just saying it's a shock to hear,
Well,
and it is extremely hard to believe.
just like I was telling you the other day, there's so much that you haven't heard, and some of the things that you have heard, I noticed are all jumbled up in there.
I know that.
And so that's partly why we're doing this, to get things rectified, to know like
Excuse me,
the real
the real deal.
deal.
So Elijah.
This is why I told you I believe. That word believe.
Okay,
I believe.
Elijah, where would you rank him? We can't.
That
this
story,
is the
oh my
thing.
God. I
This
would
is the
put that
thing.
as a 1.
You can't.
No one else ascended to heaven. I
You
mean,
can't rank it too high.
oh, it's high.
You can't rank it too high because there's so many to get through. Because these are. This is the thing.
This is big.
This is an amazing story, yes?
Mm-hmm.
But all of the stories in the Bible are amazing stories. So how are you going to put anything in C or D tier, right? So there has to be some sort of regulation comparatively. Because on their own, they're all like the best story ever. But what I'm saying is, compared to each other, how do they rank? You know what I'm saying? So for Elijah, we're going to hall pass it. I don't think that's quite S tier.
You can't haul past something in the Bible.
No, I'm not. You don't understand the context I'm using hall passing. I'm saying I'm hall passing it as in we'll put it in A tier. Because we don't have anything else to compare it to yet. So what we'll do...
This is one of the
Elijah...
most incredible stories.
But...
That didn't happen to very many people.
But it does not change the outcome of the entirety of humanity.
Right, that's true.
So
I'll
I don't
give you
think
that.
I don't think it's S. I think it's A. I think
But
it's high to mid A
As
tier.
far as a miracle,
it's high.
top.
So we'll put it in A tier instead of S.
Put it in A tier.
And we'll have it high up on, because the way it works is whenever they're all in the same tier, whichever one's first is the best and last is the worst.
Okay.
In that tier. Does that make
Because
sense?
only Jesus ascended. I think there was a couple other people that, but he went with a chariot of fire. I mean, come on.
Right.
You know.
Now, parting the Red Seas, or what's another like crazy? Yeah, like the resurrection or something like that. That would be S tier.
I knew there was another one. Enoch also didn't die.
Enoch didn't either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know his
He
story.
was taken by God due to his faithfulness.
So Enoch we'll talk about later.
So
'Cause
Elijah
we need to find
ascended
the
in a
actual
whirlwind,
whole thing.
and Enoch was just caught up into heaven. Yeah. So I mean, there's very few. Like Jesus ascended, and there was only like 2 that this happened to. So it's big. It's big.
So
All right. So Elijah, we did it. Now what?
So
we've done
Fall of Man.
Adam and
We've done
Eve.
Lucifer's Fall, and those are F.
Yeah, those are those
Those are the worst of the
those
worst.
mucked up everybody.
Mucked up.
That's not the right word.
Could use
Those,
another consonant.
yeah, I don't curse. So those like screwed up everybody.
Mhm.
Okay.
They made it all wacky.
And now we're all living in hell on earth.
Yeah, it was not
Right?
dope.
It's because of evil.
It was not dope.
Like one of my pet peeves is, why do bad things happen to good people?
Bad things
my
happen to
God.
everybody.
Exactly. Like
That's the
what?
point. Why do good
Are
things
you
happen to
kidding
bad
me?
people? Good things happen to
We
everybody
live in
too.
a fallen world. I
No,
mean, hello.
bad things happen to good people, and good things happen to bad people. Well, guess what? Bad things happen to bad people too, and good things
Exactly.
happen to good people as well. You're just focusing on the bad stuff because it's so
Exactly.
much easier to focus on the bad.
If bad things didn't happen to good people,
lazy.
we would all be in heaven.
Exactly. Well, my point is,
We're not.
this is a fact of life I've learned. It is easier to recognize the bad than it is the good.
Well,
Not even that there's more of it.
but I think it's also
It's
because
easier.
a lot of the bad things that happen are traumatic events and they create trauma. So you focus on that a lot because it's so big to you.
I also think it's because good things are only set to a standard. When you accomplish a good thing, that is the standard. It is not above and beyond. So feeling accomplished is a lot more difficult.
I'm not really sure. I didn't follow you on that one.
Okay, I'll put it this way. An Olympic gold medal is not the only way to win. Brushing your teeth is an accomplishment. Getting out of bed is an accomplishment.
That's Olympic gold.
I'm serious. That's a parade right there, you know?
Okay.
But it's so much easier to stub your toe on the way to go shower and say, oh my gosh, this sucks. And now my morning is ruined.
And now my whole day is ruined.
And my whole day is shot.
because now my toe is throbbing all dang day.
And I'm going to go buy 30 feet of rope.
And
you know?
I have to put a Band-Aid on it, and now it's bleeding. And
Yeah,
da-da-da-da.
we're Neosporin. Yeah, like, it's so much easier to stub your toe and be like, my life sucks,
I don't know how we're
than
going to
it is
edit
to
this
get
video.
in a shower and
We're
be
all
like,
over the board.
and be proud of yourself. It's easier.
I don't know how we're going to edit this.
It's easier. So whenever you're saying, bad things happen to good people, good things happen to bad people, it's just easier to look at it that way.
So
Because then it's not your fault.
okay, so we did Lucifer, Adam and Eve. Did we do Cain and Abel? We didn't.
No, that's what I want to do next.
What did we do? I forgot what we did.
We
We're
did-
all over
we
the board.
So we did Adam and Eve. We did Lucifer, then we did Adam and Eve. Then we did Elijah, and now we're going to do Cain and Abel.
I feel like we did something else in there. We didn't?
Did we? We talked about other stuff, I think.
Okay. Talked about Philip, but that's... Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do
That
you
was
want to
kind
rank
of-
Philip? Or
I
do you
guess,
wanna...
because we kind of talked about that.
Did we say the whole story?
The
Go back to his story.
I would... That's another thing that doesn't affect humanity, but it was a miracle.
Teleporting is cool, okay?
So where would you rank that?
That's not the best. It's not the worst. That's either B or C tier.
Okay. It's
So,
not a healing where
it's not
somebody
a
got healed
healing.
or like somebody got saved because he teleported.
But
It's just like a phenomenon.
it's pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie.
If you want to put it that
That's
way.
pretty sick.
Yeah, it is.
That's kind of cool. That's like a power. If you're like, what would you have as a superpower?
Yeah.
Style points, B tier.
Okay. Good.
For style. Well,
So that's one,
because
two,
we've
three,
C and then D and then. So I actually don't know. Let's
four
do
things.
Let's do Philip in like the top of C.
Okay.
We'll put him there for now. Put him
All
there
right.
for now.
So we only can do one more, which is Cain and
Cain and
Abel.
Abel, hands down.
So
First, a murder.
we're back to another bad thing.
And here's a common misconception. I bet you didn't even know this.
Okay.
He didn't use a knife.
He used a stone.
He didn't use a stone either. He used either a trowel or a hoe. Because in the Bible it says he was a farmer.
Okay.
And it says that he uses
Was
one
farmer.
of those tools of the land. Which means he used either a rake or a hoe or a trowel, shovel.
You're supposed to bring the best
Exactly.
of your harvest, and Cain sucked apparently.
Is that what it was? He
I
just
think
didn't have a
so.
good harvest?
Yeah, let's look this up. See,
Damn,
we're gonna
that's
have
a,
to we're
that's
gonna
a
have to,
crazy thing to kill your brother over.
we're gonna have to get the story straight here.
Yeah. Well, as we do that, let me just comment on Cain and Abel, like, as you're looking it up. That is a huge thing that affects all of humanity, right? But it doesn't directly affect the people. Just because they murdered each other doesn't automatically mean people are going to murder each other after that. It's not a cause and effect.
So I got that wrong. Cain was a farmer, Abel was a shepherd, but they both brought offerings.
Oh, that's right.
They both brought offerings to the Lord.
That's what I thought. I remembered one of them was a shepherd.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that.
So Abel offered the best, firstborn portions of his flock, which God favored. Cain brought a portion of his crops, but his offering was not accepted with the same favor. So, dejected by God's rejection, Cain became jealous and furious, lured Abel into a field, and killed him, marking the first homicide.
What else was whereabouts? He denied it. Am I my brother's keeper?
Mm-hmm, that's a saying.
I remember
Am I
that.
my brother's keeper?
I remember that.
God cursed Cain, banishing him from the land to be a fugitive and wanderer.
So that does not directly affect people. But
Everyone, right.
It is the first of the most heinous crimes on humanity.
Especially a sibling,
Right. Especially.
Yeah.
So, I think it goes in D. Not quite F. F tier is the fall of humanity and the beginning of Satan.
But listen to this. God placed a mark on Cain to protect him from being killed by others, acting as a form of divine protection even in judgment.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So he banished him. He had to move to the land of Nod, east of Eden, where he built a city. But God still had a form of protection on him because he knew he'd probably be hated by everybody because, oh, that's the guy that killed his brother.
If I was God, I'd really only do that because he doesn't deserve death. He's got to live with that decision. That's why I don't believe in the death penalty. If you killed all those people,
At all?
you deserve to be... No.
Oh, you should live the rest of your days out. I like a man of conviction.
Thank you. Thank you.
That I like.
Well, you have helped me become that.
I can't say that I know exactly where I stand on all of those things. Right?
Oh, and in conclusion, I think Cain and Abel is D tier. Because it's not quite the worst thing that has ever happened. It's not Satan level. It's not fall of humanity level. But it is a heinous crime.
It's a murder.
It's a
homicide.
It's a murder. So if F tier is our lowest, I would put it in D. I put it right above.
That's good.
I have it high
like
D
that.
tier, like bordering F tier.
I like that.
You know, right there. Yeah, and then next time, I think the stories we should talk about, I think we should do like Noah.
Okay.
And then Joseph and the Coat of Many Colors. And the thing is, we should do multiple stories for people. Because Moses has a lot of stories. Joseph has multiple stories.
Oh, for each person, you mean?
For each person, there's a bunch of different
Well,
stuff.
Moses could be its own video because there's so many stories. His whole life is
So we could do a
stories.
video with all of his stories. and then
Joseph
rank
also.
them.
Joseph's whole life is stories.
Same thing. So I
So
think
we could do a Moses and a
we could
Joseph
do Moses
video.
and Joseph. We should talk about Noah a little bit.
I don't know if we should do them all that way, but
No, I don't think we should do it like a whole video on one person. I think we should do it like, we'll tell some of their stories.
if they have enough, if their whole
Continuously.
life is stories, we can do it.
We
that way.
can, but I also think it would be fun to just kind of like sprinkle them in until it's over.
Late. I can't
you're
think
fine.
at night.
You're fine, you're fine.
He's ready to go at 8 o'clock. I'm ready to get in bed.
Yeah,
so
Moses
it's
is in
kind
the
of like,
Nile. He has...
yeah, he's in the Nile in the basket.
There's the Passover stuff. There's the thing where they want to kill all the babies. There's the thing
Yeah.
where
There
was the locusts. There's the thing
the
with
plagues. You got the plagues.
the
He
plagues.
stuttered. He struck the rock.
Burning bush. Isn't that
Where
Moses?
the water came out of the rock. The burning. Yeah, there's too much with Moses.
And then there's
You're gonna have
parting
to
the
do
Red
the
Seas
Ten
and-
Commandments. Forget
Delivering
it.
the Jews.
We're gonna have to do like the whole video of Moses.
Delivering the Jews to the
But
promised
Elijah,
land.
we could have done Elijah video.
Yeah.
You know,
I like sprinkling them in. I think
he
it's
called
fun.
down fire from heaven. We left that one out.
Well, yeah, but I think it's more fun that way for me.
That's big.
Well, you know what we could do instead? Here's an idea. We rank the stories, and then we could just do videos about the individuals and just talk about them. And do like, this is a video on Moses, this is a video on Elijah. This is
How
a
long do
video.
you want this series to go? I mean,
that
this
would be a
is-
different series.
This is infinite.
Yeah, that's what's great about it.
There's no end to this
That's what's great
series,
about the
guys.
idea.
We don't know where we're
No idea.
ending.
We already have over 60 stories, and this is
We're up to 70, and that was
five,
just off the top of our
6.
heads. Yeah. So
6 or 7, or
and there's way more stories in the Bible. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
that's true. That's true. It's the tip of the iceberg.
That's the tip of the iceberg because we've got. I mean, the Bible has everything.
Did you know icebergs flip?
Mr. Statist,
I had no idea.
Mr. Stories over here.
I had no idea.
Statistic-
There's
you know
videos-
all these facts.
Icebergs flip when the top melts. It ends up getting less dense.
Is that what happened to the Titanic?
And
The
it
iceberg
flips.
slipped and punctured the ship.
No.
Okay, I'm getting loopy.
But
It's
you honestly,
10:30.
you might be onto something. They might not have known that the iceberg was there, and it flipped
They
like
didn't.
a couple hours before
That's
they
the
got there
thing.
or something.
They could only see this much of it. They didn't know how big it was underneath. That's what I heard.
It was just
Now we're on to the
dumb.
Titanic. Oh God.
It was like, let's just make the biggest boat ever.
Your dad and I went to the Titanic exhibit back in the day.
That's
I
pretty
think it's
cool.
still going around the country, but you can see like artifacts.
Well, did they
from-
not learn from the Hindenburg? Or was that before the
they-
Hindenburg?
The thing with the Titanic, okay, this is a bonus scene here, guys, is one of the guys that made it said that even God couldn't sink that
No,
ship.
everybody said that. That was like the
Well.
whole slogan. They're like, God can't sink this ship.
Okay, you don't say that. God can do anything he wants, and that ship sank.
Well, if he took the form of a burning bush, he probably took the form of a frozen iceberg.
That's the worst thing you're gonna do is tell God something he can't do.
Okay, but
No.
when
You're not gonna do
in
that.
history have the biggest of something ever gone right? We're gonna make the biggest blimp,
The tallest building.
the tallest building. We're gonna make the biggest boat.
We can't keep going taller. I mean, I'm not going up in that thing. The Burj Khalifa or whatever that thing is out there, and
The Burj Khalifa.
yeah,
Oh shoot, what country is
it's
that in?
in. Oh God, I cannot.
I have no idea where the Burj Khalifa is.
Yes, you do.
No, I have no idea.
It's in UAE.
Burj Dubai.
It's in Dubai.
Dubai.
That's in Dubai. I am not going up that thing.
I don't
How
like
high
heights.
are you gonna go?
I don't like heights.
I mean, this is high.
What is this? A Tower of Babel? Like,
No,
do we have that on there?
It's way big, higher than the Tower of Babel is.
Really? How tall? Well, weren't they trying to reach heaven with the Tower of Babel?
They were trying, but how high can they get back in those days?
That's true.
I mean, now
That's
we have
true.
technology.
Yeah, but what about
Yeah.
the pyramids though? Those are pretty tall.
The pyramids, I don't know.
The thing about the pyramids is like they totally could have done that.
Well, they were building them, weren't they? Weren't the slaves building the pyramids?
It was thousands and thousands of slaves
Now
over
we're all
multiple
over the place.
generations. Multiple generations of slaves being
Well,
born.
the Egyptians
Working day in, day out.
enslaved the Israelites, and that's where God sent Moses to get them out.
Get them out of there.
And people talk about how the Bible is pro-slavery.
I will ask.
Excuse me, but God freed the slaves.
Can I ask
So
you,
don't even start
Can I
with
ask
me.
you a question? Those people that were in Jericho, they
Now
were
we're
just
at Jericho?
they were just chilling though. And then the Jews were like, "This is ours now."
No, no.
They were already there.
All right,
The
we're
people
not
in
doing.
Jericho were already chilling there, and then
No,
the Jews
they
were
were
just like,
chilling.
the Jews were like, "Hey,
Oh Lord.
God kind of said that this
Help
is
me.
mine now," and they're like, "What? You're talking crazy."
No, okay. This is one of the things
and then
I'm
the
telling
whole
you.
thing fell down.
No, Wesley, you've got
Everybody died.
These... Oh, help me.
And then the Jews were like, "Yay!
No puedo
God
con este
killed them
niño."
for us."
Wesley.
And then we went in
No.
there.
All right, now you're loopy. You've got all these things jumbled up in your head.
Tell me
What
I'm
did you
wrong.
tell me the other
Tell me
day
I'm
that
wrong.
was so way off? I was like,
I don't even
huh?
remember. I told you
It
earlier.
was a
I th-
Bible story that you had so turned around. It
I don't
didn't even
know.
make sense. I was like, what?
Well, what did the people in Jericho do so wrong? What was their crime?
You want me to get this thing out again?
Well, I'm saying
Listen.
that doesn't make any sense.
No.
That's not my God. That's
Listen.
not the God I know.
The inhabitants of Canaan were considered wicked.
And we
And
didn't
their-
get any other
Their
description.
destruction was intended to prevent their idolatrous
Yeah.
practices from influencing the Israelites. Wicked.
Can I ask you something? Can't you just call anybody wicked
And
for
by
any
the
reason
way,
and
I
then
wish we
take
had
over their
seen
country?
the play of Wicked because
Why? That's a good play.
it's about a witch. No,
Oh, phooey.
no, not food.
Yes, phooey.
No, tell that to your brother who's influenced highly
Anything,
by this.
anything that is sacrilegious is bad to you.
It should be.
No, it's not.
It should be.
Sacrilegious means has nothing to do with
If you
religion.
fear
It does
God-
not mean against religion. Let me say that again.
I don't think you know the word means.
Sacrilegious does not mean against religion. It means it has nothing to do with it. That's all.
No.
That's all it is. Let
That's
me look
not
it
what
up.
that word
Let me
means.
look it up.
It's making fun of.
Oh, okay.
Involving or
No,
committing
you're completely right.
sacrilege. I was like,
totally
no,
right.
you're wrong. Yeah.
You're totally right. I
Showing,
guess
okay, it says showing extreme disrespect
I
or
just saw
irreverence.
that. That's exactly what I saw.
With God, you have to be reverent. You do not want to be sacrilegious.
So I will correct myself. I did not mean sacrilegious.
Okay, you
Okay.
meant something else.
I did not mean
Okay.
sacrilegious.
I believe you.
I did not know that's what that,
That word
meant.
meant. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, no. I think you got that.
That
one screwed up.
sometimes like I'll hear a word used in a certain context, and I'll just assume it means that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you. That's
So-
why I told you got some things jumbled up.
Any-
You got to get them corrected.
Just because something doesn't have to do with the religion doesn't like make it a bad thing, you know. And whenever people,
I'm not saying if it doesn't have anything to do with it, but if it is irreverent and disrespectful to it,
but I don't think
I'm out.
I don't think most things that have to do with magic are directly irreverent or disrespectful to the Christian culture or values or
Okay.
God as a whole.
But what it is a counterfeit for the reality of what God does for the supernatural. It's a counterfeit
No,
for something that God can do.
But that is if you're trying to actually like do like if you're trying to actually do witchcraft, you know. I'm talking about like in fiction,
Oh,
like Gandalf, or Dumbledore.
I know, but they say it's fiction, but they're actually doing magic in these shows.
But it's to try and change fate.
What are you talking about? I'm lost.
That's like actual witchcraft, like way back hundreds of years ago.
Yeah,
where
you
people
don't
would
want
try to do.
actual witchcraft.
That's actual witchcraft.
Because like there were sacrifices in the Bible, but they were done properly.
Right.
Not like a ritual would
Well, isn't
do
that
them,
kind of
where
ironic, too?
that's what I'm saying. There's always a counterfeit.
Isn't that kind of ironic though? It's
There's
like,
a counterfeit.
anyways, so whenever we're watching Wicked, you know, she's only seen as a bad person. She's an example as a product of her environment.
I mean, I
And
love the music in it.
it's great, but it's also, I can't remember the exact name of what these are called, but people will do plays.
We've gone way off.
I was just thinking
I
about
don't know
that.
what we're doing
People
now.
will do plays where they give backstory to a villain, and they make them the main protagonist. There's and it doesn't even have to be a villain. It has to be like a side character. People do it with the Tin Man from Wizard of Oz. There's a play about the Tin Man and his backstory and who he's like supposed to be. You can do it with any.
I don't know if I'd be so interested in that.
Well, you wouldn't really like it, but
Yeah.
But that type of story gives a really cool perspective.
Like the plays
It's
in
very well
Branson
done.
that are going on right now. Like there's one about David and Goliath. We should go see that. I don't really want to go to Branson, but just to see the play, I would go.
I don't think I would.
They did the Coat of Many Colors. They've done a ton of them there. They're really good.
Coat of Many Colors sounds like a D&D item.
You've got too much gaming stuff up in your head, I think.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. You'd lose your mind if you know which game I play all day, every day. It's The Binding of Isaac. Which is like...
You're playing games all day, every day?
Well, that was an exaggeration.
Yeah, it better be.
I mean, I'll play it for like an hour or two.
You're not doing schoolwork or anything else?
I
around
just
here?
did school with you today.
He waits till I get home from work to do school.
Well, because it's easier whenever you're watching your show.
Because you like having me there
I like having...
while
okay,
I'm... Yeah.
let me defend myself.
Please do.
I need someone in the room with me, or else I won't motivate myself
I've
to do
noticed
it.
that. I've noticed. That's why
But
we do it that way.
I can't be talking to them.
Exactly.
So if she's watching a show and I'm sitting there doing my work, it keeps me really focused. And there was one day, like last week, where I did like 5.5 hours of algebra straight.
I know. I was like, what?
And it was like 11:30.
like-
She was trying to fall asleep. And
I don't
was
know
like,
how many
"Let me finish this
assignments."
assignment.
I was like, oh my God. Thankfully,
So
we didn't
it
need
works.
a tutor this year.
It works, but
Yeah, it's working, but
I still need a way to like be able to.
but you still like to start late.
I do like to start.
I
late.
am. You guys are night owls, and I am an early
I just don't like
person.
I just like don't like doing stuff.
I am just not a late night person. Like I start.
I like to sit at home
My eyes start
with
closing.
my piano and my video games. And I just play piano and play video games all day, and watch movies with Michael.
You and Michael have got quite a list going, huh?
Yeah, I've been trying to convince him to rewatch movies because there's a lot of movies we've seen that I don't really remember all of, especially like my favorites. Because now it's been like a year since we watched like.
I don't know how we're gonna edit this.
Uh,
Are you gonna do it?
I'll help you.
All right, we need to put this to rest. We got 5
Okay.
stories done. I can't remember
We're
what they
gonna
were,
cut
but
out
we did
like
them.
this last 20 minutes is not part of the video.
Oh, okay.
Like at all. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
I think this is just
All
okay.
right.
So hold on, let's lock in and do like an outro.
Do an outro.
Okay, so
because I'm half
I'll
asleep.
clap and then
I can't even think.
all you gotta do is just look at the camera. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta
Okay.
Are you ready?
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna clap so that you'll know when we're editing where it is, okay?
Okay.
Oh, I gotta think.
I know. I have to edit this. It's going to take me all day.
All right, are you
Plus,
ready?
put that thing on there.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we went over the story of Lucifer falling, the fall of man with Adam and Eve, Elijah. We did a little bit on Philip, but I think we're going to rank him in a different video. And then we did, what was the final one that we did there?
Cain and Abel.
Cain and Abel. That's right.
But we were supposed to do 5. Elijah, too.
Elijah. Yeah, I said Elijah. So we did 5, and then we had Philip as a little bonus.
Wait, we did Lucifer, Adam and Eve, Elijah, Philip, and Cain and Abel.
Philip and Cain. You're right.
I think so.
So let me redo this.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
It's fine? Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
We'll rank Philip. Wait, we did the
Oh, teleporting.
teleported. My God.
Okay, we're getting off track again. So we did 5 stories. We did 5 rankings. We're going to make the tier list. We're going to put it on here for
You're
you guys
gonna
to
do
see.
that. You're gonna make
I'll
the
do
tier list.
I'll do the tier list.
How are we doing this video?
You guys will see the tier list, and then in the next videos we'll actually have it physically with us, and we'll just be recording at the same time so you guys can see us moving.
Do we record it on the computer?
Yes, we can do that. But thank you so much for watching. I don't know how long this video is going to be. It was fun.
It was fun.
We're going to do a bunch of these.
No. It's going to be great.
Bunch of these.
It's going to be fun
it's
to
gonna be
do,
really
right?
fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I went off on like 8 rants that we have to cut, so I apologize.
Yeah, and he gets sidetracked, and then I have to look something else up.
Well, because
to try to figure this out.
how vague is God, dude? Well,
He's
he said
not
Lucifer
vague.
to the earth. Okay, well, when did he go to hell? Well, he had to make it first and then put him in there. Well, how did he put him in there?
Oh my God.
When did this happen? How long did it take?
We're
How
talking
did he do it?
thousands of years.
We don't know that.
Yes, we do.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, we do, because we know
Yeah.
how old, because the earth is old.
Well, he also says he created a planet and everything on it in 7 days. But people theorize that it's thousands of years. So it's extremely vague.
Well, the thing is, it was recreated.
No.
Yes, it was. Yeah, yes, it was.
I think it's just vague.
It was recreated.
Anyways.
Because it was here one time with the dinosaurs on it, and then it was redone again.
No.
Yes.
I think the dinosaur... This is the thing. I think the dinosaurs is like one day. And he evolved it into man. And that's what Adam and Eve was.
He evolved the dinosaurs into man? No.
Well, yeah, because the dinosaurs
No.
happened, and then there were multiple
No.
extinctions. And then
That's
after the one with...
first creation of the
Hold on.
earth.
After the asteroid hit and wiped out all of the main dinosaurs, there was one mammal that had 8 teats that that its young would feed from.
Chapter and verse. Where's that at?
That quadruped
No, stop. No.
ended up evolving
my
over
God.
time into apes,
Wesley, no.
which we were then evolved
No.
from later on.
Genesis 1:1, God created the heavens and the earth.
And then he let them fester for millions of years until they
No.
became man.
Huh?
I think God created evolution and all of the laws of physics to bind his creations.
All right, now we're back to off track again.
to bind his creations into
Over and
one
out.
and let them evolve how they need to. Let them have a choice physically. And so whenever they then turned into man, he did whatever it was he did with the Garden of Eden and all that stuff. I think the Garden of Eden honestly was just like a jungle.
No. All right.
Just a
We're
big
done.
jungle.
Stop the video.
It's in Middle Earth. I mean, it could
We're
just be a
out.
huge rainforest. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. I don't know how we're going to.